Alright, guys. It is Tuesday, February 16, 2021 at 2:26 p.m. Alright, let's take a look at these headlines. We have Austin power outage updates. Thousands still without power throughout central Texas. So, a lot of people still without power. It's pretty cold out there. Some people having to resort to staying inside cars. Some still staying inside their homes, but that cold and the power outage is still going on. All right, it says we have seen nothing like this. ERCOT CEO says agency still can't predict when power outages will end during question and answer. As temperatures climb later in the week, demands on the state's power grid will lessen and help recovery efforts, ERCOT CEO Bill Magnus told WFAA. He said, conducted a 20-minute interview with Bill Magnus on Tuesday morning to discuss the electric crisis Texas is facing as temperatures plunged statewide. Magnus is the CEO of the Reliability Council of Texas, the agency that manages the state's power flow. He spoke with Jason Whitley from inside the control room in Northeast Austin that oversees the Texas electric grid. Among the highlights of the conversation, the number of megawatts offline on Tuesday has increased substantially since Monday, presenting more potential power problems for the state. Magnus said about 45,000 megawatts of electricity was offline Tuesday morning. He said a figure was 34,000 megawatts on Monday. So, as of context, 1 megawatt of electricity can power about 500 homes a year. ERCOT said the outages are from 70 to 80 power plants in Texas are currently offline statewide. There are about 680 power plants in the state. ERCOT cannot get power from the country's eastern power grid on Tuesday, Magnus said, because it is in the middle of its own storm outages. Mexico can only provide 450 megawatts of electricity, and ERCOT is now connected to the country's western power grid. Magnus said he understands the frustration, confusion, and anger from Texas in the dark. He said his wife and eighth grader are at home without electricity themselves. So there is a lot of potential that this is going to be a little while longer. Um, Praying for all the people in Texas and all the people with power outages in this storm. It says at least 12 deaths tied to Winter Storm Uri, as millions remain without power in Texas and some lose water too. So it's not just power, also the loss of water. It says, with millions of homes without power and the coldest temperatures in decades, Texans endure a miserable night in the aftermath of Winter Storm Uri as temperatures dropped into single digits. Some people desperately sought ways to stay warm, sometimes with deadly results. Across the South and into the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, several million homes and businesses had no power Tuesday morning. In Texas alone, more than 4 million customers still had no electricity Tuesday morning. Some had been without power for more than 24 hours after generation stations went offline early on Monday. One Texas utility warned that the grid manager was unable to predict when grid conditions will stabilize. All customers are urged to be prepared and continued for extended outages. So hunker down. This is going to get really, really much worse from this. Alright, also in Athens, rare snow blankets the Acropolis halts vaccinations. So as you see here, snow covers the ancient Acropolis hill in Athens. Tuesday, February 16, 2021. Usually heavy snowfall has blanketed central Athens with authorities. So it says heavy snowfall has blanketed the Acropolis and ancient monuments in Athens and halted COVID-19 vaccinations in the Greek capital Tuesday, as many services across the country were brought to a standstill. The snow, an unusual sight in the city, are more than 3 million residents, also stopped most public transport services, while toppled trees caused blackouts. Several mountain slides happened in suburbs. Sections of Greece main highway were also closed, and most ferry services in the islands were cancelled. All flights from regional airports to Athens were disrupted. So it's not only Texas and the middle of the United States, there are other parts of the world also having snow issues. Here we have snow ice disrupt transport in central northern Europe. Transport disruption in Germany and the Netherlands persisted into a second day on Monday as heavy snowfall and icy temperatures gripped parts of central and northern Europe. Some Dutch children's return to school after coronavirus lockdown was delayed. Trucks got stuck in snowdrifts overnight on the A4 highway near Gera in eastern Germany, while parts of the A7 highway near Gothenburg in northern Germany was closed after trucks became stuck in uphill stretches, news agency DPA reported. Railway operator Deutsche Bahn said services remain suspended across parts of central and northern Germany, with no distance trains running northeast from Frankfurt, west from Berlin, or southwest from Hamburg. So it isn't just the United States that's going through snow issues. We got Eastern Europe, we have Athens, Greece area, we have Texas, we have a lot going on. I've also heard that Mexico has been having issues with their power. Let's take a look at that. Let's look it up and see what we find with Mexico. Mexico power outage. Mexico power outage in northern Mexico hits 400,000 users, the president says. Power cuts hit 4.7 million users in northern Mexico after a cold snap. So, Mexico also without power, or some parts of the northern parts of Mexico also without power because of the snow. So, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news, and see you guys next time. Make sure you guys stay warm. Try to stay bundled up if you live in the Texas region, with the possibility of power outages and water out as well. Try to help out your neighbors if you can, and God bless you guys. Totally praying for you guys. Alright guys, see you next time. God bless.